My beloved, come with me on a journey, one that will heal your heart, renew your mind, and help you find peace. Today, we will uncover the incredible connection between forgiveness and mental health. In forgiving others and yourself, you will discover the lightness of spirit that comes with releasing burdens, the freedom that flows from letting go of anger and resentment, and the peace that surpasses understanding. Join me as I reveal to you how forgiveness is not just an act, but a path to emotional and spiritual well-being. The weight of unforgiveness is heavier than you realize. It lingers in your heart, clouds your mind, and chains your spirit. But beloved, I am here to show you that forgiveness is not just for those who wronged you. It is a gift to yourself. Let go of the pain and watch how your soul begins to heal. Beloved, let me guide you into the science of how forgiveness transforms not only your soul, but your mind. Studies show that when you forgive, your stress levels decrease and your mind clears. I have always known the power of a forgiving heart, and now you too can understand how it brings peace to both your soul and body. In my time on earth, I taught through stories. Let me remind you of one such story, the parable of the unforgiving servant. This servant, who was forgiven of a great debt, refused to forgive another. His heart was closed, and in his refusal, he remained bound to his anger. But, beloved, forgiveness frees you from such bonds. When you hold on to anger, beloved, you build walls that isolate you from love and peace. Holding on to bitterness is like drinking poison and expecting someone else to suffer. Let me show you how this pain affects not only your heart, but your mind. A heart open to grace is a heart ready to forgive. Begin with prayer, for in prayer you release your pain to me. Allow empathy to guide your understanding, and remember, beloved, forgiveness is a journey, not an instant act. Patience with yourself is key. There are hurts so deep, they feel like wounds that will never heal. But I am here to tell you, beloved, that no wound is too deep for my healing. Forgiving those who have caused severe wrongs is not condoning their actions, but freeing yourself from their hold on your heart. Forgiveness, beloved, is the beginning of healing, but healing must be nurtured. Let me guide you through practices that heal the mind and restore the spirit. Meditate on forgiveness, pray for strength, and reflect on my words. There are many stories of forgiveness, beloved, and each one carries a truth. Forgiveness is transformative. Let me tell you the story of Corrie ten Boom, who forgave those who wronged her in a time of great suffering. Through forgiveness, she found peace. My beloved, let forgiveness be the light that guides your path. As you walk with me, know that every act of forgiveness brings you closer to mental peace and spiritual freedom. In forgiveness, you will find the release your heart has longed for. Here is the continuation of the narrations. Beloved, grace is a divine gift, one that I give freely to all. When you forgive, you are not only showing grace to others, but also receiving it in return. Grace softens the heart, and with a softened heart, you can forgive even the deepest of wounds. Walk with me in grace, for through grace, your mental burdens are lifted. Forgiveness brings freedom, not just for those who have wronged you, but for your own heart. When you hold on to resentment, you tie yourself to the past. But when you forgive, you break those chains and step into the freedom I have promised. Let go of what weighs you down, beloved, and embrace the peace that forgiveness offers. My beloved, one of the hardest acts of forgiveness is forgiving yourself. You may hold on to guilt, shame, or regret, but know that I have already forgiven you. Accept my forgiveness and allow yourself the grace to move forward. Only then will you find the inner peace that your heart seeks. Forgiving others is not a sign of weakness, but of great strength. It takes courage to release the hold that past hurts have on your heart. But with my help, beloved, you can do this. Every time you choose to forgive, you reflect my love to the world, and in that reflection, you will find healing for your own soul. Anger and bitterness can become a cycle, trapping you in a loop of pain. But beloved, forgiveness breaks that cycle. When you choose to forgive, you stop the spread of negativity and allow love to take its place. This is not just for the other person, but for you, so that you may live in peace. Science now confirms what I have long taught, that forgiveness heals. Studies show that those who forgive experience lower stress levels, improved mental clarity, and even better physical health. When you let go of grudges, your body, mind, and spirit heal. It is a powerful act of self-care, beloved, and one that I encourage you to embrace. Forgiving those closest to you can be the hardest, but it is often the most necessary. Families are bound by love, but also by misunderstandings and hurts. Forgiveness within a family brings healing not just for you, but for generations. Let love guide your heart, and I will help you heal these relationships. When you feel that forgiveness is too difficult, turn to me in prayer. Ask me for the strength to forgive, and I will give it to you. Prayer opens your heart and helps you to see through my eyes. In prayer, you will find the courage to let go of resentment and embrace the peace that forgiveness brings. Beloved, there will be times when those who wrong you do not ask for forgiveness, but forgiveness is not for them alone. It is for you. Even when there is no apology, you can choose to forgive, and in doing so, you free yourself from the burden of holding on to the pain. Forgiveness is one of the greatest acts of love that you can offer. When you forgive, you reflect my love to the world. Love is patient, love is kind, and love keeps no record of wrongs. Choose to forgive, beloved, and in doing so, you live out the love that I have called you to. Forgiveness is not just a one-time act, but a daily choice. Every day, you will encounter situations where you can choose to hold on to anger or let it go. Let forgiveness be your guide, beloved, and you will find that peace follows you wherever you go. In the end, the greatest gift that forgiveness brings is inner peace and joy. When you forgive, you make room in your heart for love, and where there is love, there is joy. This is the life I want for you, beloved, a life of peace, love, and joy. Walk with me on this path of forgiveness, and you will find the healing you seek. Beloved children, I come to you not in the splendor of the world, but in the simplicity of love. Come to me as you are, with your fears, your hopes, and your hearts open. You are seen by the Father, each of you precious in His sight. Together, we will walk the path of wisdom, grace, and light. Trust in me, and let your soul find peace in my words, for I am always with you. The world will tell you to search for purpose in fleeting things, wealth, power, fame. But I tell you, your purpose is far greater than anything this world can offer. The Father created you with love, and He knows the plans He has for you. You may not see it now, but your life is part of a beautiful tapestry woven with care. Your purpose is not defined by your status or your possessions, but by your heart, your actions, and your love for others. Fear is not from the Father, but from the world that seeks to distract you from His love. I see your struggles, your doubts, and I tell you, do not be afraid. Just as I calm the stormy seas, I will calm the storms in your heart. Walk with me in faith, and you will find the strength to overcome. When you feel the weight of fear pressing down on you, remember that I am with you always, even in the darkest of times. Trust in me, and you will see that nothing is impossible with God. Forgive as you have been forgiven. I tell you, the chains of bitterness and anger will only weigh you down. But when you forgive, you free not only those who have wronged you, but also your own heart. I forgave those who betrayed me, those who crucified me, for they knew not what they did. In your life, there will be many who hurt you, but do not let that hurt define you. Let love and forgiveness be the path you walk, and you will find peace that surpasses all understanding. The greatest commandment I give to you is this: love one another as I have loved you. In love, you will find the fullness of life. It is through love that you will reflect the Father's glory to the world. When you love without conditions, you show others the face of God. Let your heart be open. Let your hands reach out to those in need, for in serving others, you serve me. The love you give will never be in vain, for it is through love that the kingdom of heaven is revealed on earth. The world around you may be filled with chaos, but I offer you peace, not as the world gives, but as the Father gives. My peace is a gift to your soul, a stillness in the midst of the storm. When the noise of the world becomes overwhelming, come to me, and I will give you rest. In the quiet of your heart, you will hear my voice, guiding you, comforting you. Let go of the worries that trouble you, and rest in the knowledge that the Father is in control. I know that there are times when you feel lost, when the path ahead seems uncertain, but I tell you, trust in the Father's plan for your life. Even when you cannot see the way forward, He is guiding you. The trials you face are not in vain. They are shaping you, preparing you for the purpose He has set before you. Do not lean on your own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will direct your path. Have faith and know that the Father is working all things together for your good. The path I call you to walk is not the wide road that many take, but the narrow way that leads to life. It is a path of sacrifice, of faith, of love. The world may not understand you. They may even reject you. But remember, they rejected me first. Take heart, for the reward at the end of this journey is beyond anything you can imagine. Walk with me, and I will lead you to the Father, where you will find joy everlasting. I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. The Father's house has many rooms, and I go to prepare a place for you. This world is not your home. Your true home is with the Father in His eternal kingdom. Hold fast to the hope I give you, for the time is coming when you will see me face to face, and we will be together forever. Until that day, live in faith, walk in love, and know that I am with you always, to the very end of the age. Fear not, for I am with you. Though the world may bring you trials and tribulations, remember that in me you have overcome the world. Fear is a shadow that seeks to obscure the light of your faith, but I am the light that dispels all darkness. When the waves of fear rise, do not let them pull you under. Hold fast to my promises, for they are your anchor in every storm. Walk in faith, and you will see that even in the hardest moments, the Father's hand is guiding you toward victory. My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. When you feel unworthy, when you fall short, remember that grace is not earned, it is freely given. I gave my life so that you could live in the fullness of that grace. Do not carry the burden of guilt or shame, for I have already borne it for you. Come to me with all that weighs on your heart, and let my grace cover you. You are loved not because of what you have done, but because of who you are, children of the Father. Prayer is not just a ritual, it is a lifeline. It is the way you commune with the Father, and the Father longs to hear from you. When you pray, do not feel that you must come with perfect words or grand gestures. Come as you are, with your joys and your struggles, your questions and your hopes. The Father hears every whisper of your heart. In the quiet moments of prayer, you will find peace, for it is there that the Father speaks to you, offering comfort, guidance, and love. Ask, and you will receive. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and the door will be open to you. Blessed are those who hear the word of God and obey it. The Father's commandments are not burdens, but pathways to life. When you walk in obedience to His word, you are not only honoring Him, but you are setting yourself on the path to true joy and fulfillment. The world may offer shortcuts and distractions, but they will never satisfy your soul. True happiness comes from living in alignment with the Father's will. Trust in His wisdom, for He knows what is best for you, and His plans are always for your good. Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. I see the weight you carry, the worries, the responsibilities, the fears, but you do not have to carry them alone. Lay them down at my feet and take up my yoke, for it is easy and my burden is light. Rest in my love and know that the Father is working even when you cannot see it. In your moments of weakness, I am your strength. In your moments of doubt, I am your assurance. Do not be afraid to rest in me, for it is in rest that your soul is renewed. It is more blessed to give than to receive. When you give, you reflect the heart of the Father, who gave His only Son for the world. Giving is not just about material wealth, but about your time, your love, your compassion. When you give, you are planting seeds of hope and love in the lives of others. Do not hold back from generosity, for the Father loves a cheerful giver. As you give, so will it be given to you, a good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Behold, I am making all things new. In me, there is always the promise of renewal and rebirth. No matter what mistakes you have made, no matter how far you feel from the Father, you are never beyond His reach. I came so that you might have life and have it abundantly. Do not dwell on the past, for I am doing a new thing in you. Let go of what was and embrace what is to come, for the Father is always working to bring you into a future filled with hope and purpose. Follow me. The path of discipleship is not easy, but it is worth it. To follow me is to lay down your life and take up your cross. It is a journey of sacrifice, but also of immeasurable joy. As you follow me, you will discover the depths of the Father's love, and you will become a light to others. Do not be afraid of the cost, for the reward is eternal life in the kingdom of heaven. Walk with me, and together we will transform the world. You are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden. In a world filled with darkness, you are called to shine brightly, to be a beacon of hope and truth. Do not hide your light, but let it shine for all to see, that they may glorify your Father in heaven. The light I have placed within you is powerful. It can overcome any darkness, for the darkness cannot understand or extinguish it. Walk boldly in that light, knowing that as you shine, you are reflecting the glory of the Father. Forgive as you have been forgiven. The weight of unforgiveness is heavy, but I have shown you the way to freedom. Just as I forgave you on the cross, so too must you forgive others. It is not always easy, but it is the path to peace. When you hold on to anger or resentment, you are only imprisoning yourself. Release it and experience the freedom of living in love. The Father's mercy knows no bounds, and neither should yours. Forgive and let healing flow into every corner of your heart. This is my commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you. The love of the Father is the greatest gift, and it is a gift you are called to share with the world. Love is not just a feeling, but a choice, a decision to put others before yourself. It is patient, it is kind, it is not self-seeking. When you love as I have loved you, you are living out the true purpose for which you were created. Love one another, and through that love, the world will know that you are my disciples. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. Life may not always make sense, but the Father's plan is perfect. Even when you cannot see the way forward, trust that He is guiding your steps. My ways are higher than your ways, and my thoughts higher than your thoughts. You may not understand everything in the moment, but trust in the process, for the Father works all things together for good for those who love Him. Do not be afraid to surrender your plans and dreams to Him, for He knows what is best. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. In the world you will have trouble, but take heart, for I have overcome the world. My peace is not like the peace the world offers. It is deeper, more lasting. It is a peace that endures through trials and tribulations. When you are anxious or afraid, come to me, and I will give you rest. Let my peace guard your heart and mind, for in me you will find refuge and strength. No matter what storms come your way, my peace will sustain you. Nothing can separate you from the love of the Father, not hardship, not persecution, not even death. His love is steadfast and eternal. It is a love that never gives up, never loses faith, and is always ready to embrace you. Even when you feel far from Him, know that He is always near, waiting with open arms. You are His beloved, and His love for you is unchanging. Live in the security of that love, knowing that no matter what, you are always His. The harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. You have been called to be laborers in the field, to bring in the harvest of souls that are longing for the truth. The world is in need of the good news, and you have been entrusted with that message. Do not be afraid to share it, for the fields are ripe for harvest. As you go forth, know that the Father goes with you, preparing the hearts of those you will encounter. Be bold, and let the truth of my words be your guide. If you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, "Move from here to there," and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you. Faith is not about the size of your belief, but the strength of the one you believe in. When you place your faith in the Father, you are tapping into an unlimited source of power. Mountains of doubt, fear, and obstacles will be cast into the sea when you trust in Him. Do not let doubt cloud your heart. Have faith and watch the impossible become possible. Be still and know that I am God. In the hustle and chaos of life, you may often find yourself overwhelmed, burdened by the worries of the world, but I invite you to be still, to quiet your heart, and to rest in my presence. In the stillness, you will hear my voice, feel my peace, and know that I am in control. Trust that I am with you in every moment, even in the silence. My love surrounds you, my hand guides you, and my spirit fills you with strength. Take refuge in the stillness, and you will find the clarity and peace that only I can provide. Rejoice always, for the joy of the Lord is your strength. In times of difficulty, it can be easy to lose sight of joy, but know that true joy is found in me. It is not based on circumstances, but on the unshakable truth that you are loved by the Father. Let that joy be your strength, carrying you through trials and challenges. When the world feels heavy, let my joy lift you up, reminding you that in me you have everything you need. You are not alone in your struggles. My joy is your constant source of strength. Enter through the narrow gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the road that leads to destruction, and many enter through it. But small is the gate and narrow the road that leads to life, and only a few find it. The path to eternal life is not always the easiest or most popular one. It requires discipline, perseverance, and faithfulness. But I assure you, it is worth it. On this narrow path, you will find true fulfillment, peace, and joy. You may face opposition and hardship, but remember that I am walking with you every step of the way. Stay the course, and you will receive the crown of life. Ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and the door will be opened to you. The Father is generous, and He delights in giving good gifts to His children. Do not hesitate to come to Him with your requests. When you ask in faith according to His will, He will provide for your every need. Sometimes the answer may not come immediately, or it may look different than you expected, but trust that the Father's timing and plans are perfect. Keep asking, keep seeking, and keep knocking, for the door to His blessings and guidance will be open to you. Do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. Worry and anxiety steal your peace and distract you from the present moment. Trust that the Father will provide for you each day. Just as He cares for the birds of the air and the lilies of the field, He will care for you. Lay your worries at His feet and rest in the assurance that He knows your needs before you even ask. Focus on today and let the future rest in His capable hands. I am the Good Shepherd, and I lay down my life for the sheep. As a shepherd cares for his flock, so do I care for you. I guide you, protect you, and provide for your every need. When you are lost, I search for you. When you are afraid, I comfort you. My love for you is unending, and I will never leave you, nor forsake you. Trust in me as your shepherd, for I will lead you to green pastures and still waters. Even when you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, fear no evil, for I am with you, and my rod and staff will comfort you. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Life can be exhausting, and the burdens you carry may feel too heavy to bear, but I invite you to come to me, to lay your burdens down, and to find rest for your soul. My yoke is easy, and my burden is light. In me, you will find the rest and renewal you need to continue on your journey. I will refresh your spirit and give you the strength to persevere. Come, and I will give you rest that the world cannot offer. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not be afraid. The peace that I give is not like the fleeting peace that the world offers. It is a peace that transcends all understanding, a peace that guards your heart and mind in every situation. When the storms of life rage around you, remember that my peace is with you. It is steady, constant, and unwavering. Trust in me, and let my peace rule in your heart, calming every fear and anxiety. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. In a world full of conflict and division, I call you to be a light of peace. Seek peace in your relationships, in your communities, and in the world. As you bring peace, you reflect the heart of the Father and reveal His love to those around you. Peacemaking is not always easy, but it is a divine calling. It requires humility, patience, and love. But as you sow seeds of peace, you will reap a harvest of righteousness, and you will be known as a true child of God. Love your neighbor as yourself. This commandment is the foundation of all the others. To love is to fulfill the law. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. When you love others as I have loved you, you show the world who I am. Let your love be genuine, sacrificial, and unconditional. In loving your neighbor, you demonstrate the heart of the Father, and in doing so, you fulfill your purpose as my disciple. Forgive as the Father has forgiven you. Forgiveness is the key to healing and freedom. When you hold on to bitterness and resentment, it becomes a chain that binds your heart. But when you forgive, you release yourself and others from that bondage. Remember, the Father has forgiven you freely, without condition. He calls you to extend that same grace to others. It may be difficult, but know that through forgiveness, you will find peace and restoration. Let go of past hurts and walk in the freedom of grace. Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth where moths and rust destroy, and where thieves break in and steal. But store up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust destroys, and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. The things of this world are temporary and fleeting, but the treasures of heaven are eternal. As you live for me and my kingdom, you are storing up treasures that will last forever. Let your heart be set on things above, not on earthly possessions or status. You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. You are called to be a light in the darkness, to reflect my love and truth to those around you. Do not hide your light, but let it shine boldly and brightly, that others may see me through you. When you follow my words and my teachings, you are building your life on a firm foundation, like a wise man who built his house on the rock. The storms of life will come and the winds will blow, but your foundation will not be shaken. My words are life and truth, and they will guide you through every challenge you face. Trust in me and walk in my ways, and you will find that my yoke is easy and my burden is light. In me, you will find rest for your soul. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. My yoke is easy, and my burden is light. The worries and burdens of this world can weigh heavily on your heart, but I invite you to lay them down at my feet. In me, you will find true peace and rest. Trust in me, for I will carry you through every trial. Do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. I see your needs, and I know the desires of your heart. Trust in me to provide for you. Look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap or store away in barns, yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not much more valuable than they? Seek first my kingdom and my righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Let go of your worries and rest in the assurance that I am with you. Abide in me, and I will abide in you. I am the vine, and you are the branches. If you remain in me, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing. Stay connected to me through prayer, through my word, and through living in accordance with my commands. As you do, your life will be filled with my joy, and you will experience the fullness of what I have for you. In me, you will find purpose and meaning that goes beyond the temporary pursuits of this world. I am the good shepherd. I know my sheep, and my sheep know me. I lay down my life for the sheep. Just as a shepherd cares for his flock, I care for you. I will protect you, guide you, and lead you to green pastures. When you feel lost or afraid, remember that I am with you, and I will never leave you nor forsake you. My love for you is steadfast and unchanging. Trust in me, for I am the shepherd of your soul. You are my friend if you do what I command. Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends. I have called you friends because I have made known to you everything I have learned from my Father. You did not choose me, but I chose you and appointed you to go and bear fruit, fruit that will last. Whatever you ask in my name, the Father will give you. This is my command. Love each other. In loving one another, you fulfill the greatest commandment and reflect the heart of God. In this world, you will have trouble, but take heart. I have overcome the world. The trials and difficulties you face are part of the journey, but they are not the end of the story. I have already secured the victory. Whatever challenges you face, know that I am with you, and I will give you the strength to overcome. My grace is sufficient for you, and my power is made perfect in your weakness. Trust in me, for I have already conquered the world on your behalf. I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. Follow me, and you will find the path that leads to life everlasting. The road may be narrow, and the journey may be difficult, but in me, you will find everything you need. I am the source of life, and in me, you will never thirst again. My truth will set you free, and my life will sustain you for eternity. My beloved, let not your heart be troubled. Believe in God, and believe also in me. I am preparing a place for you in my Father's house, and I will return to bring you to where I am. Trust in this promise, for my word is true. Though the world may bring trials and the road may be long, remember that your eternal home is secure with me. You are never forgotten, never forsaken, and I hold you in the palm of my hand. Rest in the peace that comes from knowing you are mine. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Purity comes not from outward appearances, but from the intentions of the heart. Seek to live with integrity, with love for others, and with a heart open to my voice. In doing so, You will see me clearly, even in the midst of life's storms. Let your heart be filled with goodness and reflect my light to those around you. In this, you will experience my presence in a profound and lasting way. Forgive as you have been forgiven. In the same way that I have shown mercy to you, extend that mercy to others. Do not let bitterness take root in your heart, for it will only bring pain and division. Release the burdens of resentment and walk in the freedom that comes from a heart that forgives. In forgiveness, you find healing and reconciliation, and you reflect my love to a world in need of grace. Do not be conformed to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. The world will offer many distractions and temptations, but keep your focus on me. In me, you will find the strength to resist what pulls you away from your true purpose. Let your mind be filled with thoughts of truth, love, and righteousness, for in doing so, you will walk in my will and experience the fullness of life I have for you. I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me will never go hungry, and whoever believes in me will never be thirsty. Come to me with your needs, with your desires, and with your burdens. I will sustain you in ways the world cannot. My love and my provision will satisfy your soul in ways beyond what you can imagine. Trust that I am enough, for I will supply all that you need according to my riches in glory. Be still and know that I am God. In the midst of your busyness and your worries, take time to quiet your soul. In the stillness, you will hear my voice. I am with you, and I am working all things together for your good. Do not rush ahead, but wait on me. In the waiting, I will strengthen you, and in the quiet, I will guide you. Trust that my timing is perfect, and my plans for you are good. My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. When you feel overwhelmed, when you feel like you cannot go on, remember that I am your strength. Lean on me, and I will carry you. In your moments of weakness, my grace will sustain you, and my power will work in and through you. You are never alone, and I will never leave you. My grace is enough for every trial, every challenge, and every moment of your life.